Darling Radio, like and subscribe. Darling Radio, like and subscribe.
All right, Tristan. What's up, Tristan?
What's up, Tariq?
How you doing, Tris?
I'm all right, my man. So, I was sent by someone to you. You asked me to turn my camera on?
Yeah, turn the camera on. Yes, please.
All right, I got you.
And just push. There you go. There you go. What's up, Tris?
What's up, my man?
Nice.
So I was sent by someone named Ava, right? Ava.
Okay, I don't know her.
I think you know her. And she wanted me to come up here and talk to you about white eradication. You know, the eradication of white people in America and white culture.
Okay. Now, what about it? And what's white culture?
Well, I mean, white culture would be European culture. So any culture that derives from the continent of Europe,
Which is what?
which is cars, electricity. The white man created electricity, obviously. Things like that.
Cars? Well, I don't know about that.
So where was the first car invented?
Well, they would think it was the DeRay brothers, but at the same time, you had the Patterson Car Company, which was a black-owned car company that was making cars better than Henry Ford's cars. And Henry Ford, many of his cars.
But the first car was invented by Mercedes.
Right. Well, okay. Well, I thought we were just talking about here in America. It wasn't Mercedes German or something?
I'm pretty sure it was Italian. If I'm not mistaken.
One of those. Okay. But even with Henry Ford, his right-hand man was George Washington Carver, and he was coming up with chemical ways and biological ways to make the cars more durable with some of his inventions. So, you know, we've had a hand in some of that stuff. But other electricity, we talk about electricity. White people invented electricity.
Yeah, so that would be whether it be Benjamin Franklin or Nikola Tesla. So they invented electricity.
Not
invented it, but they were the first ones to harness it and use it for civilization, human civilization.
Well, you had Lewis Latimer, who kind of had a hand in that too, with the light bulb, because he was the one who really invented the modern light bulb. But again, black people had their hand in a lot of that stuff too, the carbon filament and all that. So a lot of black people had their hand in it too. Benjamin Franklin flew a kite and some lightning struck it. So I don't know if that's discovering electricity. So he flew a kite with a key and it got struck by lightning, according to the legend. So, okay. So inventions, because Foundation of Black Americans, we've made a whole bunch of different inventions that were stolen from us, but so white culture is inventing certain things, and really white culture is stealing people's stuff.
No, I didn't say that it was inventing certain things. You just asked me what are parts of white culture, and that would be a part of it. Our inventions and music and
music,
language and things like that.
Like what music? What music was created?
I mean, so you have Beethoven, you have music like that. A lot of classical music. Most classical music was
Beethoven.
invented by, yeah.
Beethoven, huh? Why they call Beethoven the Black Spaniard?
I mean, I've never heard of that term, but I mean,
Google
if you could provide a picture of Beethoven or a painting of him as a black man, then I would like to see it.
No, because the myth was that he was like part mulatto. They would call him a Moor. They would call him the Black Spaniard. They said his mother was a Moor, had Moorish bloodline in her. He had inner ear melanin. So we got to really take a look at who Beethoven was.
All right. So then, do you think that biracial people are black?
Yeah, in the system of white supremacy. Yeah.
No,
That's what.
no, I'm talking about as an FBA because I've talked to multiple FBAs on here and they denounce any biracial people as not black. So, are you and I looked you up, and from what I could tell, you're one of, I don't know the complete history of FBA, but it seems like you're pretty much the front face of it. So, are biracial people considered black in the
Are you
FBA
wait?
community?
Is your family Mexican, by the way?
No, no, not whatsoever.
Okay. What part of Europe is your family from?
Germany,
And what?
Germany.
Not just Germany. You're not German, fully German at all.
Germany and Sweden.
Okay. There's some other stuff going on. There's like some some other Eastern European stuff going on with you. But yeah, are you the face of
Well,
Germany? I mean,
how can you tell that?
I can tell. I can tell. I've been over there before. I've
How?
been over
What part of me can you tell by?
there. Really the jawline. The jawline. It's giving Spaniard. It's something.
No, I have no Spaniard in me.
Okay.
I have no Spaniard in me.
Yeah, you don't look German, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to judge. And yeah, I'm not the front face of a lineage. Foundational Black American is a lineage, sir. Yeah, I'm
Well,
not.
the movement.
Well, there's a delineation movement. The movement is delineation, but hell, I'm not even the face of that. There's several people delineating. People just kind of bring me up a lot because I stomp hard for our lineage, but our lineage is our lineage. Um,
So, are you gonna turn on your camera, or can I turn mine off now? Now that you've seen me.
no, you're here. I like talking to you face to face. They know what I look like, so we're talking to you. I like talking to you face to face. We good money. Now you're talking about biracials. Yeah, if you can't pick and choose to be a foundational Black American. Either you are or you're not. Either your family goes back to the beginning of this country and they were classified as Black, or they were not. So that's not optional. You know what I'm saying? Just like
So,
Germany, nobody can choose to be or not be German.
so I have
Either
a question for you. Just to get the just get an understanding of what foundational Black American means, right? Because I've talked to quite a few, and for the most part, what I've gotten from it is that you guys believe that you are indigenous to America. So the Europeans didn't bring you over from the slave trade. You guys were already here and then were enslaved after that.
no, that's not what I say, and that's no. Some people might say that. Some people might not. I don't say that
Yeah,
because
okay. So you agree with the whole transatlantic slave trade and that you guys were
right.
brought over. Okay, all right. I
Oh,
just want to make sure that we're talking on an intellectual level here.
right. Okay. Let me specify. Because there's some people who say we ain't got no African. No, 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 no. Listen, there were African people brought over during the slave trade. There were Black indigenous people here too. This is very well documented. We were
Come
there's no
on.
there's no I. There's no I. What do you mean I?
It's not well documented. I mean, so are you gonna sit here and say that indigenous people, as we think of it, as taught in U.S. textbooks and everything, so Native Americans that are on the reservations, right? They owned black slaves. They were a big part of the black slave trade. They had plantations. They owned black
Mm-hmm.
slaves. During the Trail of Tears, they were able to bring their black slaves with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think where people get it confused is that those Native Americans bred with black people. So that's why you see pictures of indigenous people
No,
that look of black descent.
that's not no. Some of that happened too, but there were Black indigenous people here, sir. When you look around, there were Negritos around the world. Have you been outside? Have you been to any exotic countries?
What do you mean by exotic?
Like Tahiti, Fiji, parts of Asia.
No, I haven't been to
Okay,
Asia yet.
okay, sir. When you go around the world and look at the Aboriginal population, the Europeans, when they got there, they saw people who they they called them Negritos because they had Negroid phenotypes, black skin, woolly hair. They saw these people all over the world.
So who categorized them as that?
The white supremacists, when they went over there and
But
saw
no,
these
but
people,
which was America founded yet, or was it Europeans?
listen what I'm saying to you, sir. I'm putting everything in context.
I know, but that's why I'm asking for context. Was it Europeans or was America founded yet? Are you talking about Americans or Europeans?
We're talking about the first people to leave out of Europe to explore the world were Spaniards. All right? The Spanish. Got it? We're on the same page?
No, that's not true.
Okay. Who were the first people to explore the world from Europe? Oh, hello.
Sorry, I had to do something. That would be the Vikings. So
Yeah,
the
okay,
Nordic
yeah.
people.
Yeah, they
The
talk
Nordic
about Eric.
people.
You talking about Eric Red and those guys, Leif Erikson. They said that they went somewhere up in Canada somewhere. They may or may not. Yeah, they got lost over there from Greenland. That's not exploring the world.
I
Yeah,
mean, they went through Europe, and I believe that they reached parts of Africa and the Middle East, if I'm
uh,
not mistaken. So you
uh,
also had the Romans, and
what the Romans do?
the Romans conquered most of Europe, parts of Asia, and parts of Africa. So,
Okay, well, yeah, they didn't go around the world. They didn't
well,
set
that was
sail
the
in the
world
sea.
at that time.
But no,
So,
the world has always been the world. They just didn't discover it. They weren't traveling over the oceans like that.
yeah, but you're talking about parts of Asia.
Right.
We're not talking about North America.
Okay, you're missing the point. The first people to leave Europe to really expand around the world to see some of the new lands in the new world were the Spanish. Okay, the Europeans, they didn't know about nothing else. They didn't know about North America like that. And again, Leif Erikson, they stumbled upon some little spot up there in Canada, allegedly, because that's still up for debate. But they didn't have anything popping up there. Um, when the Spanish went around the world, when they finally got out and got some of those Moorish maps, because it was black Moors who showed them the maps and all that shit, how to get around. They saw black people around the world, and they called them Negritos. This was all over Asia. This was all over the Pacific Islands, Australia, Tasmania, all of these places they went. They saw black skinned people with woolly hair. And these black skinned people with woolly hair, they're still in these places now. Places like Fiji, they still got black skinned people with woolly hair. They look like African tribes.
So
You
let me ask you a question. Are you of the belief that everybody derived from Africa?
yeah.
Okay, so wouldn't it make sense that there were some people that came out of Africa that moved to these South Asian these warmer climates, and
Mm.
they maintain their melanated skin?
Of course. And it were black people who were in Europe at one point, the Grimaldi people, but they got
Well, I mean,
depigmented.
if everybody derived from Africa, then yeah, there were plenty of black people in Europe.
Right, and they got depigmented after the Wormian Ice Age. That's when your pale skin started to happen after the Wormian Ice Age. The pale skinned people, that's you're not an ancient people. It's only about 6,000-7,000 years old. It's not
I
that
mean, I didn't say that we were ancient people.
right.
Obviously,
Okay,
evolution,
right.
but
All right, but again, we're talking about black skinned people. Got it? So if you
yeah.
acknowledge, okay, so you acknowledge, we're both acknowledging that black skinned people came out of Africa and went around the world and then ultimately became Asian because there were black skinned Asians still over there. You go to Malaysia, there's black skinned tribes with afros who never mixed in with anybody. They're still there. I've seen them. You got the Fijians, black skinned people. You go to Samoa in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, black skinned people with afros, very unmixed. You think black skinned people with afros didn't come here to the Americas thousands and
I
thousands of years
mean,
ago?
so here's the thing, right? So
That's a
the
yes or
most
no. Yes or
agree.
no. Yes or
No,
no,
I don't.
sir.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's ridiculous, sir. That's illogical. If black skinned people with afros went everywhere else in little tiny remote islands where they're still now, it's ridiculous to think that they wouldn't get on this big landmass, sir.
I mean, you're talking about a completely different journey, right? So the massively accepted narrative is that the indigenous people that were here, who we consider the indigenous people, came over on a land bridge from Russia,
The
to
Bering Strait. Yeah, the
yes,
Bering
to
Strait.
Alaska, and
They
then they
came later.
migrated down through Canada and reached South America. You're talking about a sea voyage that would take months, right? That would take months. Um, that wasn't completely accepted until Christopher Columbus did it. We've now learned that multiple people have done it beforehand, right? But
Hmm.
it wasn't a possibility until those types of ships were created. You just can't make that voyage.
Yeah,
So
you
how would they
can.
have
You
gotten here?
can. You can. If they can get all the way in the Pacific
What, on a
Islands,
canoe?
yeah, how do you think they got to those Pacific Islands, sir? How did those Pacific Islands get populated thousands of years ago?
Which specific Pacific
All of
islands?
them. Hawaii. How do you think people got to Hawaii?
The indigenous people came from America, right? So they sailed off of California and they sailed to Hawaii.
Okay, that's a long journey.
It's not that long of a journey. It's not as
Are you
long. It's
insane?
not as long of a journey as it is to cross the whole Atlantic or to cross the Pacific.
It is. It's Hawaii from California is a long journey.
It's probably like a day or two.
What, on a boat?
Yeah.
Are you insane?
All right. We should look this up right now.
Really?
Hold on.
On a
Hey,
boat?
Hunter, can you look up how long it takes to get for a boat to get from the coast of California to Hawaii?
A day?
We're about to look it
Man.
up. So I
Yeah,
mean,
let's look.
it
Let's look
doesn't
that
matter.
up. Are you insane? And we're talking about ancient boats? Yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're talking about ancient thousands of years ago. Yeah, that's what 2,000 miles on a canoe. A
I mean, I
thousand.
don't know when what the narrative is when it comes to
Yeah.
people populating Hawaii, but I don't think it's thousands of years ago.
So when did they populate Hawaii?
I mean, like I said, I don't specifically know, but I
You
don't think it's thousands of years ago.
well, shit. When was
Okay,
it?
so it's a 4 day voyage, but you're comparing that to a voyage across the Atlantic Ocean that takes months.
Yeah, sir. You're talking about a modern ship. A modern ship might be able to do that. They didn't. They
Look
didn't
up
have.
a look
Yeah,
up
well,
a
you're not making
canoe.
sense. You're not
No, it
making.
says a slower sailboat. It says for a slower sailboat, it'll take 4 days.
No, that's impossible. A slow sailboat? No. And also listen, from the coast of West Africa, going into Central America, Mexico, there's a river within the ocean. There's a current that you can hit a certain time of year that will take you directly from Africa to the coast of Central America. All right. So, yeah, it wasn't that hard of a journey. And this current, you don't even need a sail. This is why when they do archaeological digs, they find Negroid looking people in the Americas that were here for thousands of years.
So, Tariq, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in DNA testing? I'm gonna
I
assume that
do.
you
I
don't.
absolutely do. Yes, I do.
So, what you're telling, because like when Puerto Ricans, right? When Puerto Ricans take a DNA test, it pops up in their DNA test that they're Taino and Puerto Rican, that they're Native American to the North Americas and South America. You're telling me
No, it doesn't.
yeah, no, it definitely does.
No, it
So
doesn't.
yes, it definitely does. So if
It
you're telling
doesn't.
me it 100% does. So
It
you're telling
100%
me
doesn't.
it 100% does. My friend that's Puerto Rican, I just looked at his DNA test
Yeah,
yesterday,
it
quite
might be
literally
him.
yesterday.
That's not all Puerto
And I had
Ricans.
to tell him that he's not even Puerto Rican because he's only 25% Puerto Rican, the rest
Yeah,
European and African.
it's gonna be. You're gonna see Spanish and African. That's what you're gonna
No.
see.
So Puerto Rican, Dominican, though Dominican has the most African blood out of any Hispanic island, right? So
Hmm.
they're African, European, and Taino. Taino was the native tribe on DR soil and Puerto Rican soil and Jamaican soil.
Yeah,
So Tariq, what you're telling me is that if you take a DNA test with Ancestry right now, it's going to show that you have native blood in you.
I have some native blood. I've done DNA tests. They got me. They got me with some European blood, like 20% European. They got some Asian in there. They're gonna have the same three things. They're gonna have Asian, African, and European. That thing about Puerto Ricans, all of them got Taino. That's bullshit.
That's not
because the
bullshit.
Taino, it
That's
is,
quite
yes, it is.
literally Puerto
No, no, it's not.
Rican
That's on white not say
identity.
so. That's on white not say so.
No, it's not, dude.
Most of the Tainos died out, dude. Ain't no Tainos like
Yes,
that, man.
yeah. So
So
yeah,
yeah,
they
they're
were
not going to have
obviously
that. Yeah, they're not going to have that. That's not true.
no.
What you're
So
saying,
they
sir.
were obviously unalived out, but
Right. So yeah, all of the people are
some of
not
them
going to
bred
have
with
it.
the Europeans. That
So
was the
we
whole
don't do
point.
that. We don't do that on
No,
white not say so shit. We don't do
no,
that
no,
here.
we're not doing that because
Yeah,
the
well, you
whole
are kind of
narrative
doing
of
that.
Christopher Columbus was that he went to the Caribbean and
Hmm.
they raped a bunch of Native Americans and
Hmm.
genocided them, and that's the whole point. So obviously, there's going to be descendants of those Native tribes.
Yeah, but yeah, most of them Puerto Ricans are mixed with African and Spanish. All right, that's the
So
reality.
they're just
So
European and African,
listen.
is what
So
you're
now
saying.
listen. So listen. So Puerto Ricans, if you say all of them got Taino Indian, they're mixed with Native. Why wouldn't foundational Black Americans have Native ancestry? And we've been here longer.
Well, that's what I'm telling you, right? So, what specific tribe would you be if foundational Black Americans were here already before African slaves were brought over? Or no, you said that you don't agree with that.
Listen.
Okay,
No, listen to what
so
I'm
then
saying.
why don't
Okay, hold
you?
on. No, stop, and listen to what I'm saying. I'm only going to say this one more time, and I want you to understand and not play dumb. All right. There was an ethnogenesis. All right. There were some Black indigenous people here and there were red indigenous people here. All of the indigenous people here were not the red skinned
Right.
people. All right.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
When the Africans were brought over before America, we were all classified as Negro. They classified a lot of natives as Negro, and they classified the Africans as Negro and just put us all together. And we had an ethnogenesis. That's what made foundational Black Americans. We had an ethnogenesis, sir. So a lot of times what people do, they don't want to deal with that ethnogenesis part. So y'all get into these straw man arguments, talking in circles about who was really indigenous. All right. That's kind of a moot argument because let's say a person came over here and didn't mix with anybody. They still had an ethnogenesis and they became a foundational Black American because we had a different culture here. We had a whole different way of living. We had a different struggle. We had different obstacles that we had to do. We had different foods that we had to create. So we had an
Yeah.
ethnogenesis. All right. So now we're no longer a part of these tribes. Some of these tribes were etched out, they were busted up. Some of these tribes got amalgamated into different tribes, just like when we talk about DNA tests for Native American tribes, well, you got Creek Indians. There's no DNA test for a Creek Indian. A Creek Indian was something that the Europeans saw. They saw some Native Americans living by a creek and said, "You guys are Creek Indians." So a lot of these tribes were remixed, renamed, just like the Navajo. They were called the Dene tribe, and then the Spanish named them the Navajo. The Seminoles, that's a Native American tribe, but they're an amalgamation of Black indigenous, Black runaways, and some of the Lower Creek Indians. So a lot of people were remixed, just like African tribes were remixed, thrown together based on colonization. So the bottom line is we had an ethnogenesis when we came here. When some of the Black indigenous people mixed with the African people, there was an ethnogenesis. We became a brand new group. That group is foundational Black Americans, which they classified as Negro. And we have a long lineage on this land. We are the ones who built the United States from scratch. That makes sense?
uh, I
What's
mean, you're just losing me with the indigenous Black people part, right? Because sorry, I don't know why it's so hard to understand, right? That the Red Indians, as you so called it, they they owned like a big portion of Black slaves. So
okay?
they
That's a
weren't.
different argument. Different argument. That's a
It's
different
not a
argument.
different argument. It's not a
No, it
different
is a
argument.
stop it. That's a
So
different argument.
no,
I
wait,
know
hold on.
that. Well,
Let me speak.
listen. No, no, no,
Okay,
no,
but
no.
let me
Stop,
just
stop.
finish
Because
my
no, no,
point.
no, no. Because what you're getting into straw man argument.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not.
that
No,
happened
I'm
too.
not.
Yeah, that's a straw man. Yeah, there were some native tribes, some red natives, some of the 5 so-called civilized tribes who engaged in slavery. That's true. I know that.
Yeah, yeah.
But there were
So
black indigenous people here too.
no, but you can't prove that, right?
I can
Because
absolutely prove it.
any
I can
black per
absolutely prove it. No, all
no,
because
you
I
can't.
can. But listen, all you're going to do is I'm white and I say so and deny it, no matter how much proof I
What does
have.
that even mean?
That
What does that
means
mean?
you just going to be like which you don't have an argument. All you're going to do is just whatever evidence we bring. You're just going to be I'm white and I say so and no.
Aren't you
I
doing
can
I'm black
point.
and I
I
say
can
so
point.
though?
Listen, I can point to white people like Von Woot. Now, this is a white man who wrote a book called "Unexpected Faces in Ancient America." This book proves that there were black indigenous people here. That's absolute proof. There's a book you can look up right now by Von Woot. Now, this is a white man. He had ancient figurines showing Negroid-looking sculptures that are clearly black people. Also, scientists have Lucia woman. They dug up the oldest human being fossils in the Americas. They did a reconstruction. They said it is a Negro woman. That is Lucia woman down there in Brazil. You can clearly see it's a black person. You had white explorers who came over here. Vizarro, who said the people here who were indigenous look like the people in Ethiopia, which was Africa. Balboa, all of these people, many of these white explorers, just all of them saw black indigenous people here who they said looked like the people in Africa. This is well documented over and over. Constantine Rafinesque, he was a very well respected scientist in the 1800s. He did some studies and said America was populated by wild Negro tribes. This is what he said. This is a white man. I'm telling you all the
So
white people who said this.
would you contribute that to them being ignorant to ethnicities and maybe they looked at some of the darker tone red Indians, like you say, and just thought of them as black people compared to Africans? Wouldn't you attribute that to that?
Maybe they
Lack of
were just
education?
or maybe they were telling you exactly what they saw. Maybe they said what they saw, and they
Be-
saw people and they said they looked like the people in Africa.
Because
Which
if I'm not mistaken, I've never heard of a mass accepted narrative from the native or indigenous tribes that populate America today that say that black people were indigenous to
have
this
you seen
country.
the have you seen the Native American tribes today? They look like Justin Timberlake.
What
They're
does that
not
have
even
but
they're
what does
not
that
even
have to
real.
do
They're
with
not even
anything?
natives. They're not natives. And you know what's
So
funny?
Tariq,
No, no,
the
no. Hold
reason I
on, hold
say
on, hold
that
on, hold on. No, 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 no. You know what's funny? The black indigenous people, where it's very well documented, there's always skepticism, but all of these Britney Spears looking Native Americans, nobody bats an eye. These aren't real Native Americans that's in these tribes now. These are $5 Indians. These were people who paid $5 to get on the Indian census. They're fake as hell. These are the fake Indians that's out here now. They're
Oh.
pretendians. All
So
right.
what about the Native Americans that populate like the Grand Canyon, for instance? There's a Native American tribe that still populates the interior of the Grand Canyon, right? So what I'm saying is they have everything against the white man. They have more against the white man than anybody. So
No,
wouldn't you
no,
think
sir. No, no, no. That's not true because it's white men who are running these tribes now. You look at these tribes and take a
that's
good
just
look at
not
it.
true, man? How
If
can you
you
say
don't
that?
stop, yeah, these tribes. What's that politician? What was that politician who said she was a Native American and they were clowning her ass? She's white as hell. Yeah, every white person you meet today claims to be some damn Native American. Are you insane?
Well, I mean, I claim to be Native American as in
Elizabeth.
the definition of native means the soil that you're born on.
Oh,
So I
so
was born in
you said
Americans. I was
no, no,
born in
no, no, no,
American
no,
on
no, no.
American soil, so
That's I'm
I'm
white not
Native
say so.
American.
Elizabeth Warren, that's her name. Elizabeth
Yeah.
Warren. Yeah, but yeah, you're just doing I'm white not say so.
What?
Um,
Why do you keep saying that? I
because you
haven't
just
brought up
saying
my
so.
whiteness whatsoever.
Yeah, but you're just using I'm white not say so. It's just like, yeah, it's whatever facts you bring, I'm white not say it ain't real. Man, that's not a
I
real
think you're
argument.
just deflecting when you say that.
That's that because you don't have a real counter argument, sir. Just is not a counter argument. And that's all you're doing.
I've had
And
plenty of
that's
counter
usually
arguments, and you
and
just
that's
said
usually
uh-uh.
And that's just on white. Now, say I've given you scholarship, I've given you books, I've given you the names of scientists, and your thing is So yeah, you're not really bringing scholarship, sir. You see,
So, I mean, you just don't adhere to the fact that Native American tribes had black slaves, and that's probably what
that's a
happened
straw
was they
man.
bred with
That's a
the
straw
black
man
slaves
argument. That
that they
no,
had, and
that's a
that would
straw man.
explain why some black Americans have Native American blood in them and could trace their lineage back to a Native American tribe through DNA testing.
That's a straw man argument, sir. You keep talking about the five civilized tribes who did have enslaved people, but there were other people who were just native. You had black people who were Choctaw. They just got reclassified as Negro. That happened a lot. You have people like Walter Plecker. There was a white man who was a white supremacist over in Virginia. He went and just changed a whole bunch of birth records of people. This is very well documented. There are a lot of Native Americans who had black phenotypes. He just changed them from Native to Negro. This is well documented, sir. I can bring you
You
scholarships
quite
in there.
literally just said a lot of Native Americans who had black phenotypes, he changed them uh to black, right? So you just admitted that the ignorance of a white man that looked at a Native American and because they had more black phenotypes, they changed them to black. You just used that argument for yourself.
Why are you acting confused? What is that to be confused about?
There's nothing to be confused. That doesn't make them any less Native American or red skinned Indian, like you said. They're not black. It was just the ignorance of somebody that changed their documentation to black because they looked a little bit more black.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of people who got classified as Negro were really just indigenous. See?
So where are the indigenous people that were Negro, quote unquote?
What do you mean where?
I'm confused where you're confused, my man.
I'm confused. What do you mean where are they? What do you think they are? They're walking around here now.
But
What are you
you're
confused
trying to
about?
say that those are black Americans.
Some of them, yeah. Where do you think they went?
Dude.
Dude, nothing. I'll give you an example. You know the case Loving versus the state of Virginia? They did a movie about that. Loving, remember that movie?
No, refresh me.
Okay, it's about a Negro woman marrying a white man, and there was a thing. Well, if
Oh,
you don't,
the one drop rule.
I don't know about the one drop rule, but yeah, this was a very important case, Loving versus the state of Virginia. This couple, is the white man and this Negroid woman, who were married in Virginia, but it was supposed to be illegal or something like that, and their case helped get interracial marriages, the ban off interracial marriages off the
Yeah,
books.
yeah, I know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Okay. But this woman, she was actually Native American. She got reclassified as Negro, but she was really a Native American, but she looked like a typical black person, but she was really Native American. There was a lot of situations like that. You see? So a lot of people around here
So
who
I
are
have a
called
question for
African
you,
American,
Tariq.
my point is there were people around here today who are actually black indigenous people. They're mixed in with African American and African and all that, but there were black indigenous people here. They're just
So I have
it's too well documented.
Tariq, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So when a black person and a white person have a baby, 9 times out of 10, which phenotypes does the baby usually adopt?
It's going to have the black phenotypes mostly.
Okay, so wouldn't you think that when a black person and a red-skinned Indian has a baby, which phenotypes do you think that they'll usually adopt?
It's going to get the black phenotype.
Okay, so maybe do you think that her ancestors, like I said, going back to the whole indigenous people enslaving black people thing, maybe don't you think that the reason she had indigenous DNA was because some of her ancestors had slept with indigenous people and she still adopted the phenotypes of African slaves?
The problem with that narrative is that too many European explorers, when they first got here, they all saw black indigenous people here based on their testimonies, even in the map. So even before formal slavery over here even happened, they were talking about the black indigenous people they saw. Even if you look at maps that were drawn in the 1500s, they would always draw the indigenous people looking like Negroes over here. So there's something to that. Everybody wasn't lying, okay? And all
So
of these explorers were not lying.
my argument to that, and this is easy to prove, right? Your argument is so easy to prove. It's like the most, especially because you believe in DNA testing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your argument can be easily proved by a phenotypically black person, right? Taking a DNA test, and the majority of their DNA is indigenous American DNA. It's the easiest thing to prove. They just have to swab their mouth, send it in, it'll come back, it'll say 60%, 70%, 50%, a majority of indigenous DNA. And it'd be like
No,
that would be
then
simple.
why don't red natives allow DNA? They don't allow you to do DNA tests for even the red native tribes. You got to have paperwork. Why do you think they do that?
I don't know why they have laws in their
I
land.
know why.
They're on
I know why.
reservations, so they run their own laws. I
I
don't know
know
why they
why.
do
Yeah,
that.
they don't a DNA test. They don't let that shit happen.
But
To
why? It
get
would
to
just
be,
say
I'm
that
gonna
they're
tell you why.
indigenous
No, I'm
and
gonna tell
probably
you why.
European.
I'm gonna tell you why. They don't let because the DNA tests are not. They don't really tell you nothing about the tribe. The DNA tests are vague. They give you just vague DNA that goes all. It's going to always go to Africa, Asia, and Europe. So a lot of red natives, if they do a DNA, a lot of it is going to go back to Asia. They're going to be like Siberia. It's going to go back there because a lot of them don't have markers. There's no Seminole marker. There's no Creek marker.
So do
There's
you
no.
believe in DNA testing or not?
Okay, are you missing the point? Yeah,
No,
okay,
your point is that their DNA would trace back to Asia and places like that. There's no
because
real
they don't.
marker.
A lot of
So
them
do you
don't
believe in
have
it or
certain
not?
markers. The DNA test is not it's not as accurate as it could be. It just tells you a vague
But
ancestry from thousands of years ago.
there would still be a majority DNA rooting back to America and indigenous people in America, right? Because
Because you got to have a marker for it. You got to have markers for it, and a
so
lot
you're
of
telling
those.
me that no marker exists for foundational Black Americans, indigenous Black Americans.
A lot of indigenous people, there are no markers for them because a lot of these different tribal groups came about through different migratory patterns, so they're just not going to have markers for them. And a lot of these tribal groups got dissolved. A lot of these tribal groups got remixed, so there's not going to be a marker for them. So they're just going to give you the same generic markers that they got from Africa, Asia, and Europe. So yeah, the DNA. That's why they say DNA tests like that are not reliable to tell you exactly where your lineage is. That's why your paperwork is very important, sir. You see how that
So, I
works?
mean, what you're saying is there's no definitive proof that there was any indigenous Black Americans. There's only maybe accounts from like
Yeah, there's
white
proof.
people that came here and maybe thought that indigenous people were Black people. There's only like
They
firsthand
thought.
accounts from hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. Well, do you have definitive proof that everybody came here on the slave trade who's black?
I mean, there's definitely records, boats, pictures. There's definitely a lot more proof than there was any indigenous Black people here.
Well, really, let's look at the proof because according to the records, only 300,000 people got over here from Africa to North America, according to the records.
What records would that? Yeah, I mean, that's fair, right? Because the mass accepted narrative is that we stopped accepting people acquiring slaves from Africa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we stopped that before we ended slavery, and then what happened was Southern slave owners started breeding slaves in the South. That was that's the accepted narrative. So that would make sense that we stopped at 300,000 and then we started breeding them on our own.
Right.
And
Okay. So even
if
if
I'm
you
not
breed,
mistaken,
even if you breed, that don't account for like millions and millions popping up damn near overnight.
It wasn't millions and millions, though. I think you
Yeah.
have the population numbers wrong.
No, there were millions of us over here in the 1800s.
So, I mean, I can look up the population real quick, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't more than 2 million.
Look it up.
All right, we're
And
gonna look it up. Let's see.
look that up right now. And let's say 1800. Because, yeah, only 300,000, and some people say less than that, was brought over on the slave ships. All right, let's look that up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so the population was 850,000 to just under 900,000.
Okay, and what year was this?
This was 1800, which is what you wanted me to look up.
Yeah. Okay. Now, by 1865, when slavery was over, how many black people were here?
I'll look that up right now.
All right, let's look at those numbers. All right, it was damn near. I know what the numbers are. Come on.
Yeah, so it was 4 million.
Yeah,
So I mean,
almost 5. It was like 4 to 5 million.
yeah, so I mean, what you also have to account for. So then you
How the
have
hell you get so
60.
many people in that short amount of time?
Well, I'm gonna explain to you. So you have 65 years of a population of free black people breeding and populating, and then you have a 65-year time period of uh, Southern slave owners breeding and breeding
You
slaves.
ain't bred
So
no 4 million people, sir. You didn't breed 4 million goddamn people in 65 years.
why wouldn't you be able to? Do you know the
It takes
population
9
growth of
months.
us
It takes
over the
9
past
months,
few
sir.
decades?
That's mathematically impossible, sir.
So what was the population of America in
Listen. No,
1960?
let's not try to.
What
No,
was
no,
the
no.
population of America in
Hold on. No,
1960
Let's
compared
get
to
back to these
today?
numbers. You try. No.
Yeah,
Come on.
numbers. But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
you
you're
can't
saying that
breed
it's
4 million
mathematically
people
impossible,
sir. You
but
can't
the
breed 4.
population of America in
You can't.
1960
Don't
was
talk
only a
over
couple
me.
hundred million.
You're talking over me now. You're trying to crash out. Yeah,
No,
you
no,
can't
not at all.
breed.
Go ahead.
You can't breed 4 million people in 65 years, sir.
They
It's
didn't breed 4
impossible.
million people. They only, if you want to talk in terms of breeding, they only bred 3 million.
Okay, you can't breed 3 million people in damn 65 years, sir.
Of course you can. Like I said,
No,
if you
you
want to
can't. How
bring
the
a
hell can you breed?
population number,
How can
if
you
you want to
breed
bring a
4 million
population
people?
number, our population in the 1960s was only 150 million. We're now at 350
That's because
million.
of immigration. That's
No,
because of
immigration,
immigration. That's because of
immigration only,
immigration.
sir,
That's because of immigration, sir. Yeah,
immigration only accounts for 70 million of that.
yeah.
So
That's
what are you
because of
talking
immigration,
about?
sir. Yeah, that's because of immigrant. They let a whole bunch of immigrants on here. You
So
weren't letting
immigration
them,
only
sir.
accounts
So
for
slow
70
down.
million of that.
Yeah, in the 1800s, they were not other black people were not coming over from Africa, and you didn't breed 3-4 million people. It's impossible to breed that many
It's
people.
a high possibility, and
No, it's
that's
not, sir.
what happened.
And there were only breeding farms in certain areas like Maryland, Virginia, New Orleans. So the breeding farms
Oh,
weren't. It was
actually,
no,
here you go. It says it right here under the description, right? The key figures in context. It says growth. The slave population nearly quadrupled from 1790 under 700,000 to 1860 due to both forced migration and natural increase.
forced migration. Where? What are you talking about?
Hold on, let me get the context. Let me get the source that it's pulling from.
You know what? You know what? You know how it got big? They start reclassifying indigenous people as Negro. That's what happened.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that would go towards your narrative, but I doubt
Right.
that
That's
that's
what
what
they would do.
happened.
All they started to do was reclassify indigenous people as Negro. That's how the number got that big. It
Hold
wasn't all
on.
that damn breeding.
Let's see.
That's why. You didn't breed no 3 million damn people in 65 years. That's mathematically impossible.
Actually,
Right?
okay. So, do you believe the
I'm gonna
Hold on.
believe what makes sense, sir. What
Yeah, I
makes
got
sense
you.
is
I'm
all
just
they
asking
started
if
to
you believe
do.
the source that I'm pulling from.
You know,
That's all I'm
sir, I
asking.
believe math. I believe math and logic. And all they did was reclassify natives as Negro because you
No,
couldn't,
so right
because
here it
listen to what I'm
says from
saying.
the small beginning, the slave population grew rapidly. In 1790, the first census of the United States counted 624,000 slaves. In 1860, uh, the eighth census counted 3,953,760 slaves. This remarkable growth was the result of two factors: continued importation of new slaves from Africa and the Caribbean, and the natural population growth, especially among American born slaves who lived longer lives and bore more children than African born slaves.
Okay, that's just kind of babble. That's not. That's
That's
just
not Babel. That's from the. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get my source. It's a .gov source. So I mean, let me just get this. What the fuck is the National Library of Medicine.
I
So the
don't know,
National
sir.
Center of Biotechnology Information.gov.
Sir, I don't know what all that is. That's let's just go with what makes sense. All
Well, it's
right.
a government website. So I
Okay.
mean,
Okay. What make? Let's just go with logic. They didn't breed 3, 4 million damn people in 60 years. Number one, a lot of the enslaved people, their death rates were already high. They were dying off because of malnutrition, disease, unsanitary housing, physical abuse. So the mortality rate was already high, especially for infants. You understand? So you can't, in 60 years, you can't multiply all of them with the high death rates, multiply that into damn 4 million people in 60 years. The women were not having enough children for that kind of explosive growth.
but that's just not true, right? Because it says although slave imports accounted for most of the population growth in the 17th century and continued to be a significant factor until the federal government abolished the legal importation of slaves in
Listen to what I'm
1808.
saying. Okay,
Wait, hold
you're
on.
kind of babbling. You're kind of babbling. So that
No,
would
no, I'm not
require,
babbling.
listen,
I'm reading
that would
from the
require,
source.
listen to what I'm saying, in 60, let's just math. That would require every black woman to have about 8 kids.
So
That
look,
wouldn't
it
happen.
says natural population growth was the more important of the two factors over the long run. The robust natural population growth of the slave population in the United States stands in a dramatic contrast to the negative rates of growth experienced by slave populations in the Caribbean and South America, which continued to grow only because of continued imports of slaves via the transatlantic slave trade. So that means that South America and the Caribbean didn't experience such growths because they weren't having a natural growing
Okay,
slave population through,
what are you talking about,
breeding.
sir? What are you just saying shit? What are you saying?
No, I'm
What are you
not. I'm
saying?
reading. I'm reading a source
You're just
explaining
reading out
why
of
the
context stuff. You're
population of
reading out
black.
of context stuff,
No,
sir. You're just
it's the
punching air.
context that we're talking about. What are you
No, it's
talking
not. You're
about?
talking about South America. You're just talking, sir.
No, it's comparing the population of black slaves in South America and the
What
Caribbean
does
to
that have
the
to do with what was
population of
happening
black
here?
slaves in America,
That has nothing to do
in
with
the
what we
United
had going on
States.
here. You're just talking, sir.
No, I'm not. You're just not.
You're
You're
just saying
deflecting
stuff.
because what I'm saying is directly proving you wrong.
No, it's not. What do you summarize what you're saying in your own words?
Okay, so the reason why the black population during the early 1800s up until slavery ended grew so significantly is because slaves were breeding with each other. We had a natural breeding process,
You
right? So
don't breed.
black
Okay, and again, mathematically, you ain't breeding no damn 3 million people, sir.
they were breeding on their own. What are you talking
What you mean
about?
breeding
It's
on
just
their own? We had
natural population growth.
not at no 3 million without
Yes.
immigration. No,
That's how that works.
no, it's not how that works. Especially if you have a high mortality rate at the same time.
So whites
That's
had a
not.
high mortality rate during that time too. We still bred on our own, and the
No.
population grew
Y'all
significantly.
weren't under duress. No, we had a very high mortality rate. Y'all weren't breeding us like that. The most logical answer is Aboriginal people were being reclassified as Negro and put on plantations, which is exactly what happened. That's why the population got big. Nothing.
I think that you're just denying reality, my man.
Yeah,
And what I think is
you're denying math.
what
You're
I
denying.
think
You're
what I think
denying
is
math.
happening
Okay.
here, right,
You're okay.
is
You're denying math, sir.
I'm not denying math. I
Okay.
understand
Okay.
math.
Now, thank you. Okay. Now I'm bored. I'm bored. Thank you. Okay. I'm not going to talk in circles. Yeah. He's punching air at this point. All right. He's punching air. All right. Yeah. That's it. When the white tea supremacists, when they tap out, they just get to babbling in circles. They'll just babble nonstop if you let them. Just take the L's, sir. You're trying to come up with all of these janky ass excuses. No, that's why I wanted him to check out the populations in 1800 and then 1865. That's why I wanted him to see that. We grew, the population was really around 5 million. All right. We went from 1 million to 5 million in 60 years. That ain't from no damn slave breeding. All right. All they did was say, okay, you indigenous people, get on the plantation. You're Negroes. That's all that happened, ladies and gentlemen. That's all happened. That's the most logical thing that happened. All this other shit, you got to dance around and drive around in a circle. Well, there were some. Well, in South America, there were some. Dude, okay, you just talking. You know, all they did was just reclassify indigenous people. That's it. That's all they did. It was that simple. It ain't that hard. The breeding farms were. It was only a handful of the breeding farms. They didn't breed no damn 3 million people in the no. That means every black woman would have to have like 5, 10 kids. Oh, they said, okay, we can't import people. Okay, all y'all people in these little tribes over here, come on. You're a Negro now. That's it. That's all that happens. That's all that happened. That's why these people. Let me tell y'all something. These people got to be in this rigid denial about our indigenous part of our lineage because see that gives us claim to this land and the name of the game is to make us guest on this goddamn land, ladies and gentlemen. That's all this is. Now any random white person can make a claim that they're indigenous and it's never questioned, even though these people are white as goddamn butter. It's never questioned. They're $5 Indians, ain't got one drop of indigenous in them whatsoever. But they'll just let that slide. When we can prove we got parents, grandparents, relatives who were indigenous, oh God, well, they were really enslaved and it's always some denial, this rigid denial. It's impossible for us to not have indigenous ancestry. It is literally impossible for us to not have it. We've been here too long. We've been here too long. Okay? We've had an ethnogenesis. Part of that ethnogenesis, ladies and gentlemen, is the Africans brought over and the indigenous people who were already here. We got a unique claim to this land. And these other people, they want to erase that. They want to remix it. They want to babble in circles. This is our land, ladies and gentlemen. We are not guests here. This is our land. And when we start talking like this, then you got to cough up the money. Now you got to cough up that bread. We're not guests here. We're not guests on this land. This is our land. This is why anytime they had explorers who were European traveling North America, they always had a black person guiding them. Every single time. Lewis and Clark. Was it Lewis and Clark? All of these people. Daniel Boone. All of these people had black guides. When the Spanish came over, they had black guides with them. There were black indigenous people here. This is why we knew the land so well. We knew the land way too well. Yeah? So yeah, these people can be in denial all day. We don't do all that. I'm white and I say so. Notice with me, I brought scholarship. I'm naming books. I'm naming scholars. I don't know about that, dude. No, yeah, you ain't bringing no scholarship. You're just doing I'm white and I say so. That's not scholarship, sir. That's not scholarship. And I'm telling you, sir, we knew this land too damn well for us to not have been here that long. We knew our way around mountain ranges. We just knew our way around too damn much. I'll talk about James Beckworth, who they really downplay, who's a black explorer. They got something out here in California called the Beckworth Pass. He showed people how to do the Western expansion. The Western expansion was possible because of a black man named James Beckworth. He was an explorer and a trapper and a mountain man. He showed the Europeans how to get past the Sierra Nevada mountains to get over here to California and how to get over here safely. He knew a pass to get through safely where you wouldn't get stuck up in the snow because some white folks, the Donner Party, went up there in the Sierra Nevada mountains trying to get over here. Their dumbasses got stuck up there in the snow and then started eating each other. Y'all heard about the Donner Party? These old crazy ass white people went up there, got stuck, and they were like, damn, man, this, shit, we up here stuck and you look like a snack. And then they just start eating each other. They start cannibalizing each other. Yeah. So yeah, we don't do I'm white and I say so scholarship here. All right, we don't do that. All right, what's up, J.K. Love, Miss J Love? I think that's your name, J Love. What's up, dear? All right, J Love. Well, let me get some more people in here. She ain't saying nothing. All right, let's get self-esteem.
I am saying something.
Oh, J Love. I didn't hear you. What's up, J Love?
Um, J.K. Love.
J.K. Love. Okay, J.K. Well, yeah, hop on camera.
How do I do that?
Okay, just I just sent you an invite. All you got to do is when you see yourself, press save.
Okay.
It's saved, and then we'll see you. Got it?
Yes.
We don't see you, dear.
Oh. Save.
All right, and you should pop up. Okay. We don't see you, beloved. All right, where you at?
I'm still trying.
All right, just hit save, dear. Can you see yourself?
Yeah. Well. Okay.
Lord.
I'm
JK,
sorry.
JK
I'm
love.
sorry.
JK, get one of your grandkids to help you. We want to see. Now I want to see your ass. Press, hit save. Hit save, dear.
I hit saved, but hold on.
Wipe that butter pecan ice cream off your hands. Sound like you're eating butter pecan ice cream or something. Okay. Lord. Okay, JK, we're going to get you a little later. Shit. Okay, we're wasting time. All right, self-esteem. Hop on in. There she goes.
I look a hot mess right now, but I don't care.
Oh, you looking great, sister. How are you?
I'm good.
What city you in? What city you in?
I am in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, shout out to Kansas City. Shout out to Kansas City. You look like you can make some good salmon briquettes.
Salmon croquettes.
Croquettes. That's what I say. I say croquettes. I say briquette. Yeah, salmon croquettes. I say briquettes. Salmon croquettes. You look like you can make some good fried salmon.
Listen, I can make a mean salmon, honey.
I
Okay.
see. You just look like it. You be all golden brown with some rice on the shit.
I can do that.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
What you got going on out there? That's a nice bed. Look at it. Look at that headboard. Let me see that headboard. Uh-oh. That's a baby mama headboard. That's a baby mama. That's what the kids be coming in there. Like
I ain't got no kids.
Oh, you ain't got no
My
kids?
kid.
Oh,
That's my
look at
kid right there.
why the dog looking at you like, hey, why don't you come feed a nigga? You sit up here on this phone. The dog looking at you like, hey.
Damn, I feed my dogs. My dogs are well fed, sir.
Lord, Lord. So what's going on with you, dear?
Nothing. I wanted to get on here. That Mr. Paleface man.
Ah,
What was wrong with him? He's talking all day, taking all the time.
yeah,
You know, like, come on. We're trying to tell these people that we are the indigenous of this earth.
yes,
And I don't
yes.
understand how you don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
We are the culture, the food, everything. We're not saying that we're the descendants of all these nations, but there is indigenous people all over this planet that look like us, sir.
Yes,
They're not
absolutely.
pale faced,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah,
know. So
yeah.
that's my 2 cents.
Yes, indeed. And they get all illogical. If there were black skinned people with woolly hair all in these remote places, why the hell wouldn't
Hmm.
they be here? It's they act like that's just so far fetched. So, you know,
Right.
yes indeed. Now where your man
Yeah.
at? Where's your man?
Well, I did have something to tell you because I
Oh,
wanted to get your advice
okay.
because I don't know if you hate me.
Why would I hate you, dear?
Because
Is it a white man you date?
fuck and no.
Okay, all right. So why would I
Okay.
hate you? Okay.
Because of what I do for a living.
Oh, what you do, dear?
I'm in law enforcement.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But you always talking about some, oh, they a fed and they a op. And I'm always like, well, damn. I'm really that. And I love my people.
No, no,
I'm
no.
here for if you ever need me, if you call, I'm there to protect.
No, no. There's nothing wrong with brothers and sisters being in law enforcement. There's nothing wrong with that. You working, you protecting and serving the community. Now,
Okay.
feds and ops, people who are sent in to just infiltrate. Now that's something different.
Oh, okay.
You protect the community. You serve and protect. If we need a problem, we can call you. We say, hey, well, sister, come on down. Somebody, baby mama done got jumped on. We need you to come down here and file a report. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Absolutely.
right.
I
But
am there 100% because you used to always say that. And I'm like, hold on, Tariq, this is my dog now. Come on now. You got to
no, law
take up
enforcement, it
for it
ain't nothing
now.
wrong with ain't nothing wrong with law enforcement. You are not an op. Yeah, you're not doing
Okay.
nothing sneaky. Yeah. We got
Yeah.
people sneaking around acting like they're not law enforcement
Right.
while they're instigating the crimes and instigating certain things. That's something different. You
Okay.
understand? Yeah. So yeah, I ain't cool with that. But there you go. But anyway,
Good.
but thank you so much, beloved. Thank you so much, dear. We appreciate you, love. That's a
All
lovely
right.
sister right there.
Bye.
I love her energy. I love that sister's energy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with law enforcement. Shout out to the brothers and sisters who are law. We need more foundational black Americans in law enforcement. We actually need that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with law enforcement. Absolutely not. There's nothing wrong with you protecting and serving. Now, what we don't like is a damn operative working covertly to entrap people. You come around and be like, yeah, what we need to do is go blow up some buildings. And then you really a damn fed or you're an operative, you're an asset for the feds trying to instigate a crime to get everybody hemmed up. Now that's something different. You ain't protecting and serving, you're infiltrating and undermining. You know? Yeah, so yeah, we need folks in law enforcement. Law enforcement is okay. Yeah, yeah, a fed like Myron Gaines. That's a bad op right there. That's what we don't like. Cause yeah, he was in law enforcement, but he's a damn fed and an op. He comes around antagonizing and trying to undermine us. That's what we don't like. That's why we need FBAs. That's why we need more FBAs in law enforcement. Because yeah, they're getting a lot of tethers. And tethers are the ultimate snitches. It's the white supremacists and the damn tethers are the biggest snitches. That's why tethers always come around us with that snitch energy. You want to know about some damn snitches. Some tethers for. All right, who is this? Hop on in. What's up, bro?
Hello, brother. How are you?
I'm good, brother. Got that Justin Bieber hair on their ass. Go ahead, player. Boy, you got that
Okay,
Punjabi
brother. Play one
respect.
battle.
He got that Punjabi Justin Bieber.
Yes, I respect you.
I say, you want to do a contest real quick? You want to do a
Yes,
battle?
I want one battle with
All right, we're
you.
gonna do a battle. I'm gonna do a battle with this guy because I like he got his hair
Thank you
looking
very
fine.
much,
He
brother.
got his hair feathered. All right, y'all help me whoop this dude real quick. We're gonna whoop the feathers off your hair. All right,
Thank
we're gonna whoop
you.
you real quick. Everybody throw some gifts up. I'm having a battle with this gentleman here. What country are you in, by the way, sir?
I am from brother Pakistan.
Pakistan. All right. Shout out to Pakistan.
Yes,
Respect to the law. Respect to the law.
yes.
Listen,
Where
what
are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, and why you got y'all be having those beard feature, those filters? Y'all have beard filters. What's that about?
America. I respect you too, brother.
Yes, indeed. Y'all, what's with y'all with
I
the beard
respect you.
filters?
And
These guys be
brother,
killing me
please
with the.
support me.
Okay, he just saying random shit. Okay. All right. Everything all right, brother? All right, we got this
Yes.
contest going. Y'all keep the gifts going on, guys. Y'all keep the gifts going. Me and him are having a contest. Me and Punjabi Justin Bieber. I'm
Straight
beating him.
welcome. Gina, welcome.
Yes, indeed. Where's your? What do you do out there? I don't think he can speak
Yes.
English.
Thank you,
What do you do
Gina.
out there? Okay, this dude can't speak
I
English for
want
shit.
my dream. Sarita,
You want your
welcome.
dream? Is this my AI? What is he saying the same
Yes.
shit over and over? Is this dude AI? He just saying the same thing over and over. He's like a robot or something. Are you
Straight.
AI?
Badass. Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
straight. Yes, brother.
Okay. Are you AI? Are you real or AI?
Thank you. I am. No, I am real, brother.
Okay,
Thank
he's
you,
real. Okay.
straight. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Is your hair a
Yes,
filter? Did you?
brother.
Is your hair a filter?
It's. No,
It's
no,
real.
it's
Okay.
real,
Okay.
real, real.
Okay. What kind
Yes,
of chemicals you got in there? He got a Punjabi perm.
brother.
Shout out to that.
Please, please, please,
You got that
please. You
Punjabi perm
say
looks
your
tight.
friends. I,
Okay. Yeah. We.
brother, I have dream. You one time my live 300 mans watching. Can you send me 300 man just for watching?
Send you
I
300.
am
What?
record videos. 300 man watch me.
I don't
Yes,
know, but I know I'm beating you. I got like 6,000 almost on you, so I'm kind of beating you. So I'm gonna send you this ass whooping that,
brother.
that I'm
It's
giving
your brother.
you.
It's your thanks. You will play battle with me, brother.
Yes, indeed.
I am
Yeah, I'm
send
winning.
mostly big host, but you are very good host, brother. You are very good.
Thank you so much. We got like 2 minutes. These
Thank
battles
you,
be taking
teacher.
forever, by the way. And by the way, guys, I
Yes,
got the
thank you very
major. Hold on.
much.
Okay.
Salute you,
Okay, I got the
future.
Majora
Thank you,
package.
Asif
Okay, brother,
Kashkori.
stop talking,
Welcome,
brother.
brother.
God damn, shut up. All
Okay.
right, listen. Be quiet for a minute. I got the Majora holiday package that's on sale. It's flying off the shelves right now. The sale ends on December 15th, ladies and gentlemen. The sale ends on December 15th, so you got to go to rootworkstyle.com to get that Majora holiday package. We got that brand new Majora deodorant. It's the best smelling of the Majora scents. Very, very good scent. And you get the package at rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Pakistan, brother. What's your name, brother? What is your name?
Asan, brother.
Assam
Asan Ali. Yes, yes, yes.
Asan Ali.
Yeah. Yes, yes, brother.
Sonally, my brother. All right, we're almost done with the contest. We got 50
Yes.
seconds left. All right, and I hope you're prosperous over there, brother. I hope you do good. I don't know why y'all have those beard filters. I don't know what that's about. Y'all call up with the beard filters. All right. We got 30 seconds. And by the way, y'all join me at the Hidden History Museum Saturday, December 4th. We got the Hidden
Great.
History
Thank
Holiday.
you.
Yeah, the Hidden History Holiday Humor Fest with a lot of great comics. Thank you guys for the gifts. We got 20 seconds left. Y'all hit me with some of them gifts real quick so I can go ahead and beat them. All right. Y'all hit those gifts. We got 10 seconds left with the contest. All right. 10 seconds left. 8
No
seconds.
second.
All right. Let's get up. Let me get up to there we go. Well, we doing great. All right. All right. I won, ladies and gentlemen. I won that. All right. Asana Lee, I thank you so much, brother. I thank you so much. You were a good sport. All right.
Brother,
All right.
you will play last battle with me.
There ain't no more battles. I whooped on you, and we're gonna keep it pushing. All right. All right. Let me see. Let's get okay, dude, I don't want to get back on. He keeps trying to get back on. Okay. All right, let me see who else we got in here. All right, let's get some more of the family. Okay, hold on. This keeps trying to get on. Hey, bro.
Oh,
Yep.
brother.
Okay, we're done. I got to move on. All right.
You
Yeah,
will play with me last, brother.
but no, you got to keep it pushing, brother. I got other stuff I'm doing. All right, you got to keep it
I'm no
pushing.
question, brother. Just you play last with me.
I'm not gonna sit here. I can't play with you. I can't play this game all damn night with you, brother. That's I already beat you. So you got to go ahead and take your L and go about your business. All right. All right. Go ahead, and put your bonnet on so you can save your hair. Okay. Go put your bonnet on and keep it pressed. Keep it pushing, brother. All right. We ain't doing the contest no more. All right. Damn, man. Go on about your business, bro. All right. Let's see who else is in here. I'm trying to talk to the family here. I'm trying to talk to the FBA family. Shit. One more time. No goddamn one more time, dude. I ain't about to sit here battling you all night. What's wrong with you? You'll make you some damn injera bread or something and eat it and go to sleep. All right. Come on now. All right. Let me look in the chat room. Y'all raise your hand if y'all ready to get up. Damn, I already done whooped the dude. I done got like 12,000 gifts and he got 400. Yeah. Brother, one more time. Next time he gonna call up is he's gonna be looking like a baby. I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I need one. I need a Similac. One more time. Similac for me. I'm a baby. Damn, dude. All right. Man, let me see. Come on now. Let's see who we got in here. What's up, Zandrian? What's up, Miss Zandrian? I see you over there. I'm gonna invite you in here. Just invite you. All right. Keiki, I'm gonna invite you. I'm gonna invite just random people. I'm inviting random people. Jill, I'm gonna invite you. Ava. Ava, hop on. Ava, you're the one he was talking about. He said Ava told him to come in here. Was it you, Ava, who told the white tea man to come in here? Miss Ava, hop on in, dear. Cause yeah, the white tea man, when he called up earlier, he was like, "Yeah,
Hey,
hey
that's
Ava.
my. We debated a couple weeks ago, but he does his debates too, so I wanted him to meet you.
Oh wait, so you debated him?
No, he's my friend. I'm
Oh,
telling.
so
I
you and I debated.
no, I
Oh,
debated you a couple weeks ago, but I'm saying I told him about you since you do these debates on here, and that's how he came over here.
okay, okay.
I
Hop
gotta
on,
hop
Ava. Hop
off.
on camera, Ava. Hop on camera.
I only came over here to say that, but I'm actually out the house at the moment, so I'm not.
Ava, hop on camera, because I remember you. You are you? Where are you from again? Are you where are you from again? Are you Haitian or something? Where are you from?
I'm from the States. I'm from America.
Okay, but it was something about you, Ava. Wait, did she leave? I know you were a bed wench. It was something like she was a bed wench, wasn't she? Wasn't she a bed wench? It was something like that. What's up, Zan?
I mean, I think people were saying that in the chat. I know I was.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to remember exactly what our
Oh,
conversation.
Lord, Tariq, you always get me at the wrong
Man,
time.
it's the right time, Zan. You know it's the right time.
I
Hop on
got
the
a
scale.
bonnet on. I got my hairpins in.
Let's see what you got going on over
Oh,
there,
my
Zan.
goodness,
Hop on in
Tariq.
here. Pop up and show
Oh,
niggas. Real
oh,
quick.
no.
Real
Oh,
quick.
no.
Just real quick. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, God. Can I take my bonnet off?
Yeah, real quick. Yeah, go ahead and take it off.
Well, it's gonna take me a little while. I
No,
got
no,
my.
just keep it on. Just pop
I've
on.
already taken it off
All right,
now.
just
You gotta
frizzle
give
the
it.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to
shake,
take my hairpins out.
just shake the lace front a little bit. It'll be all
I don't wear lace fronts, but I got
right.
my hair pinned up.
Good. All right, let's see
I
what's
wasn't
going on.
expecting that.
It's all
Oh,
right. Let's see what's going on with the pinned up hair. Let's see what's happening.
wait a minute. Hold
Uh,
on.
mhm.
Oh, well, bring somebody. Keep me on.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
keep
take
you
my.
on. All right.
Okay,
There we
keep me
go.
on.
All right. Come on now. Come on, Zan.
It's gonna take me a little bit.
It ain't
I
gonna
don't
take.
want to stop the show.
No, we got it. We got it. We're just waiting on you to get it popping.
Okay.
All right. Waiting on Miss Zan to get it
I'm
popping.
in the dark.
All right. All right. Where you at, Zan?
I'm coming, Tariq. Hold on. And I got my robe on. Lord have
Lord.
mercy.
Zan, if you don't get your ass on this camera and stop playing, Lord, what are you in there doing? All right. Let me see. I'm looking at other people down here. All right, Zan, hop on this camera. Zan,
Okay, hold on.
there you go. Just press. If you see yourself, press save.
Hold on, hold on. I gotta turn my light on.
All right, you better be looking like something doing all this shit. You hop on. You hop on.
I don't even know what I look like right now, to be honest
You
with you.
better
I'm
not
in
hop on this
shock.
motherfucker looking like Ruben Studdard. That's some shit.
No, I'm not.
After this, get on this camera.
Oh my God, you caught
Uh,
me off guard.
all right.
1,500 people in here?
Yes, it is. A lot of folks up in here. A lot of people up in here. All right.
My goodness. My hair is a mess.
All right. Come on, Zan. All right. While we're waiting on Zan.
Yes, wait on Zan.
All right.
Wait on Zan.
While we're waiting on Zan, let me see who else is in here. Y'all raise your hand in the chat. Y'all raise your hand in the chat. All right. Zan, they say Zan is in the bathroom primping. All right. Zan, hop on this cam.
Zan is trying to get herself together.
Mhm.
I'm not about to be crazy in front of 1,500 people.
Lord.
Oh!
Y'all raise your hands in the chat if y'all ready to get on. Raise your hands while we're waiting on Miss Zan. Zan's putting on her eyelashes. All right. Let's get beat. All right. You ready, Zan?
Wait, how do I do it?
Okay, just press save. When you see yourself, press save. All right. When you see yourself, press save. All right. There she go. There she go. You went up there and tilted that hair to the side, put on her
I
glasses.
did.
Now, what city you in, Zan?
Oh, I live in DC.
Oh, cool. How's everything out there in D.C.?
Oh, it's going all right.
Now, what you do out there in D.C.?
Oh, well, how can I explain it? I work for DOD.
Okay.
So,
What's DOD? What's that?
well, they now changed it to Department of War. So,
Oh, okay.
Department.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So you work for the big dogs. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm a workforce analyst, senior workforce analyst for the Department of Defense.
Oh, damn. Oh,
Yeah,
you got a job. Shit.
yeah. I'm
How long?
actually
How long you been doing that, dear?
for about 7 years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now you from DC
I have a
originally?
top secret clearance, all that. Yeah.
Now you from DC originally? You got North Carolina vibes. From where?
LA. I'm from
Oh,
Inglewood.
really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a culture change. Leaving Inglewood for DC,
Yeah.
man. Now where's your man? Mhm. Oh,
I don't have one.
come
I'm
on.
divorced, actually.
Oh, how long were you married?
Oh, like 8 years.
Okay. Yeah. How many kids y'all got?
I have none.
No kids. Okay. You're a fine sister. Ain't no
What's
man in
that?
that house. Ain't no what's
No,
happening.
no. Mm-mm. I'm
Oh.
open, but nah.
Now, how old are you? What are you? 38, 39? How old are you?
I'm in my early 40s.
Okay. 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 Yeah.
40,
You're 40 what, dear?
42.
42. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 We got to get you a nice little church deacon. We got to get you a church deacon who can take you to Applebee's every Thursday. To get it right. What you like to do out there in DC?
Um, I'm a nerd,
Okay.
actually, Tariq. I like to go to museums. I don't party anymore. I'm 42. I don't have time to be around Howard University kids.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I do, I mean, I'm not a lame either. I like to have fun.
Yeah.
I like to travel. My girlfriends and I, we do brunch sometimes. Stuff like that.
What's your favorite restaurant out there in DC?
Ooh, there's a few. Um, so what's this? Okay, what's the name of the place? So Italian food's my favorite, right?
Okay.
And there's this Italian spot, begins with an F. Now you made me forget. Um, it's in Georgetown area in DC,
Mm.
but it's my favorite spot. Philomena's.
And that's an Italian spot, Philomena.
That's an Italian spot, and it's so delicious.
Philomena.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, my favorite spot
When
out there
you're
in
in
DC.
DC, go to Philomena's.
My favorite spot out there is Georgia Brown's. That's hands down. I always got to go to Georgia Brown's out there.
Somebody said they can see why I'm beautiful and single. You don't know
Yeah.
me. No, you don't. I've been a married woman. Don't do that.
No.
Don't
Yeah.
do.
She got booed up for a minute. They had her booed up. Yes, indeed. But have you been to any our events out there when we had the rally for reparations? Did you come through when we were out?
My mother told me about it,
Yeah.
and I missed
Oh
it.
yeah, it was off the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was popping out there. We had a great time out there. Yeah.
Right.
Now, how tall are you? How
Right.
tall are you, sis? The brothers are asking what's going on with your stats. How tall are you?
Oh, I'm 5'3", 5'4", really. Yeah.
Okay, a little bitty something, a little something, a little something.
Yeah.
And how much you weigh?
Oh, 160.
Okay, you don't look like you weigh 160. Where is 160 at?
Oh, I weigh 160. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
there it is. Oh, well, we're gonna have some brothers up in them DMs. We're gonna have some brothers in them DMs to see what's going
They
on.
already been in my DMs, actually.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, sis. But thank you so much for calling in, beloved. We appreciate you.
No, 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 no. I didn't call in. No, you dragged me up, Tariq
Well,
Nasheed.
thank you for being drugged. Thank you for being drugged. Thank you for allowing me to drag you.
I love you. I support you.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I watch you all the time.
I love that.
Love what you do.
I love that. All
All
right.
right.
So thank you so much, beloved. All right. That's a nice lady right there. I love her. She's a nice lady right there. All right. Man. Yes, indeed. She's cool in the game. She seems like she's one of them chicks that won't let you break up with her, though. She seems like she's one of them kind. She won't let you break up with her, and she'll use the computer at her job to start investigating your ass. It's like, nigga, if you quit me, I'm gonna tell them you got warrants, and you gonna get arrested for driving without a license, fucking with me, nigga. She look like she one of them. Use her job. She weaponize her job against niggas. Nigga, if you break up with me, I'm gonna tell your probation officer that you got a dirty P test, nigga. I see you been on probation. I checked. Well, she be investigating niggas. She's a little vindictive. She got a little vindictive spirit. She's a sweetheart, but her spirit looks a little vindictive. You break up with her, she's like, wait a minute, nigga, I did some investigating on your ass and I see you stole a cable box that cable box that you got, you didn't pay for it, and that's a federal violation, and I'm gonna turn you in. All right, so nigga, love me like I'm supposed to be loved, nigga, or you gonna go to jail. You know, man. So you got to watch her. That's what I'm saying, fellas. If you get in her DMs, just understand she be using her computer access to weaponize that shit on niggas. And then she'll throw it in your face. She'll argue with you. Yeah, nigga. Oh, I'm a punk ass bitch. Well, that's why, nigga, I did some investigation. And nigga, you adopted, motherfucker. That ain't even your mama. And oh, damn. You be telling niggas secrets. Damn. What's up, Liddy? Liddy, is that your name, Liddy? Oh, what's your name? I can't see, so I can't understand shit. What's your name? Liddy. I don't know what your name is. Okay. All right. Liddy ain't saying nothing. Let me get Liddy out of here. Man. Let's say that's how your wife keeps you married to her. Yeah. Man. You know, she seems vindictive as hell. Yeah, a lot of ladies with law enforcement tonight. What's going on, ladies? What y'all doing? A lot of the ladies working in law enforcement up in here tonight. With this police night, what's going on, ladies? Shout out to y'all. Zan said no, she's not vindictive. Oh, you know you be pulling up shit on niggas. Oh, y'all, Zan, you know you be pulling shit up on if a nigga cross you. Oh, hey, nigga, I saw you with that bitch. That's why, nigga, I did some investigation and I see that you owe $300 to Rent a Center. That punk ass furniture ain't even yours. So yeah, you be throwing all types of shit in nigga face. No, we gotta watch you. We gotta watch you, sister. You got too much access to sensitive material. Oh, nigga. Man. Well, this dude is still trying to get on. Oh, the Punjabi Justin Bieber is still trying to get on. Damn. Man. Oh, man. Anyway, let me see. Should I get one more person in here? Because we got a lot of people in here. We do have a lot. Yeah, I need to block this dude because the Punjabi Justin Bieber, he keeps trying to come up. And he's very annoying. And I don't want to hear it. Anyway, man, y'all go get your tickets to join me here in LA at the Hidden History Museum. Saturday, December 20th. That's in a couple of weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We got a great comedy show, complimentary food, great drinks, great vibes, great mingling. It's going to be a vibe. I want to see your face in the place. Get your tickets at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. hiddenhistorymuseum.com. All right, let me get up out of here because I'm filming tomorrow. I got to do some filming tomorrow. All right, I'm up out of here, guys. Much love, respect to you. Papia Kute Lalavuve to the family. Peace.
Yo, what's going on, family? This is Tariq Nasheed down here at the Hidden History Museum in Los Angeles, and you need to come down here to the Hidden History Museum on Saturday, December 20th, 2025 for the Hidden History Holiday Humor Fest. And we're going to have so many great comedians down here. We're going to have complimentary food. We're going to have great music, great drinks, great vibes, great mingling, and it's going down right here at the Hidden History Museum. So come join the biggest party in town to end out the year, and let's end it out in style, 2131 West Jefferson Boulevard. Get your tickets now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. That's hiddenhistorymuseum.com. I will see you here.